You know, you may not believe it, but there is actually a lot that comes with running a channel, both on the video side of things and the streaming side. There's always that mental game of, am I doing well enough? Does my community enjoy the content that I'm producing? Do I enjoy the content am I producing? Do my friends that also mean a lot to me, are they having fun? Do people like who gets brought on the streams? There's always a lot that goes through my head, especially when it comes to running a channel. And I'm not sure if that's the same for everybody, but it is definitely the case for me. And during this Saturday, or I guess Sunday morning, when I'm recording this after being a little bit under the weather and just had a lot to think about, I think it's time for another sort of update video, just going through my thoughts on a whole lot. There's always been a lot on my mind when it comes to the channel. You know, am I doing good? The same questions I pretty much just asked. Does my community enjoy the content that I'm making? Do I enjoy the games I'm playing and the content I'm making? Am I feeling comfortable? Am I good right mental space? Like, a lot of questions, right? But I haven't really had any answers to any of those. And even if I ask friends, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of bias of like, oh yeah, you're doing fine, everything's okay, I'm enjoying it, yada yada yada. And while there's one person I know will 1000% give me the cold hard truth every single time, I feel like in this case is the one time that they usually don't. So that's why this is just an open question. Are you all enjoying the streams? Are you all enjoying pretty much the content that I'm producing? That's what I want to start this update video with, is that question. And I'd be honestly interested to know your response in the comments if you have been enjoying the streams lately. But I also want to talk about updates and talk about my own thoughts on everything. So without further ado, let's talk about everything in parts, as I usually do. And once again, forgive me if I sound a little bit off or quiet. Not only is it super early in the morning, but I'm getting over some throat pain because I am an idiot when it comes to apparently how I sleep. It's the best way to put it. So in regards to streaming, a lot of what I've been thinking about lately is the streaming content and gameplay not only engaging, but is it entertaining to everyone who is watching, whether they've been watching for a long time or if they're joining the stream even for a brief bit because they understand the game. And at the time of this video, we've been playing Sea of Thieves, we've been playing Graveyard Keeper, Dave the Diver, Raging Loop, Guilty Gear, and I've been kind of breaking them down to different parts. When it comes to Dave the Diver and Graveyard Keeper, I feel like since I've been understanding those games really, really well, it's really interesting to at least see my thought process behind going about those games. Raging Loop, it's a lot of reading, and you know, my brain power when it comes to visual novels is usually on high alert because I like interjecting. So I think that those games have been interesting. Then you get to games like Sea of Thieves and Guilty Gear, and I think it's a complete 180, but once again, I would like to know all of y'all's opinion for those who watch this. For Sea of Thieves, I am much more of a captain and a strategist. I am not somebody who fights or does well in PvP, much to the chagrin and the disagreeing crewmates that I have, my friends, and apparently other crews think that I'm great at PvP, but I really don't think that's the case. You can very clearly tell, I believe, in my gameplay when it comes to PvP that I'm very jittery and I'm not like super focused at all. Like, it's more just panic, and maybe it's not panic and it's just more jitters. I don't know. But Sea of Thieves, most of the streams is a lot of you all watching me sailing around in a circle talking for hours upon end. I'm not doing any of the puzzles. I'm not fighting on the islands. I'm not doing anything that would be interesting to watch. You're essentially just watching me sail in a circle or sail from point A to point B for hours upon end. And I mean, while I hope that's interesting, it is interesting to me because I love captaining and being a strategist, but on a content standpoint, I don't think it's that interesting. But once again, let me know what you think if you watch those streams. Same thing with Guilty Gear. I am not a fighting game player. I play very casually, hence why I've been playing on beginner in Guilty Gear XXX and Core plus R with cheese. There is also the fact that I seem to have this issue where I refuse to play defensively and purely offensively, and that I get outskilled rather quickly in those games. And while I am trying my best, and especially going up against the computer and getting these achievements, it's been pretty smooth sailing, even though I've been struggling quite a bit in that aspect. But then we take it to an actual like online lobby, and it seems like I plateau very quickly because it's essentially me starting to beat up an opponent who is still learning the game at that point, and then when they learn, it is curb stomp battles against me, and then I get frustrated and then end the stream early. It seems like those who watch those streams though have at least been entertained by the fact of somebody very casually playing the game, not very well, and seems to be enjoying that. But as me playing it, I feel like it's not enjoyable to watch. I'm still going to be finishing these games regardless, but I'm just curious to know, for those who've been watching that content rather, what you think. I also know lately that I've been choosing a lot of really odd games to play, nothing that's been popular anytime recently, or nothing that like a lot of people know about. I guess the most well-known of the games that I've played recently, besides Sea of Thieves, would be Dave the Diver, but that, for some people, that came and went about a year ago. Everything else is like, what are you playing? Okay, not a game that I know. And to be frank, I don't know what many games people play overall that actually interest me. I'm not a Fortnite player, Dead by Daylight. I don't think people want to see me be very angry and rage-filled, but who knows? I don't play Valorant, CSGO, but like if there's any other games that, you know, you might think I'd like that you want to watch, like of course let me know. But I apologize if there's for some reason people have been annoyed by my game choices of recently. A lot of them are more so for me, but I also want to play games that all of you want to watch. And then the only other thing I can say with streaming is sometimes we've been doing no face cam. It's mostly because I've been messing with camera settings for a long time, and also how I look. While I enjoy my purple hair and generally how I look, I feel like the more I've been messing with face cam to try to make it look more professional or just in a better light, rather than me just constantly not staring at the camera and looking like my eyes are closed all the time and that my glasses have the blue light. I've been trying to alter it and it doesn't work, and then I just get too self-conscious and then I just put up the Niani. I'm trying to still figure it out. Once I maybe get a better angle or something, or figure out how to better frame it, maybe it'll look better for the streams. I think the overall layout I have for the stream is fine. I know some people don't like the backgrounds that I have, but I think it adds that like bit of personality to the stream. So of course I'm keeping those, but I need to kind of fix at least the camera for now. So apologies if a lot of the streams lately have not had face cam. It's just because I keep screwing up my settings. The only other thing I want to say for streaming though is that moving forward, because I'm going to be starting a new job soon, which I'll be talking about here in a moment, there's now going to be one day for sure, and that's going to be Mondays, where there is not going to be any stream whatsoever unless I need more footage for a video, which I'll talk about here as well in a moment. But just know, moving forward, Mondays, absolutely no streams unless I absolutely need footage. So just don't let that be a surprise to everybody. Now, speaking of videos, obviously I've been talking about for 2+ years about making videos, wanting to make videos, editing, all this sort of jazz. And good news, I have been working on videos, actually a lot. I've been working on scripts, I've been working on editing and learning Sony Vegas, I've been learning Audacity, making that sound good, and everything was mostly fine for the time being. I had a good idea for a new series that I wanted to do, and then lo and behold, I got critique finally. I gave people some like rough draft script ideas and just generally talked about what I was doing. And while most people just kind of nodded and smiled and was like, oh yeah, do whatever you want to do, finally broke through to a few people who finally gave me some constructive criticism, or like, hey, like the idea, but is it that much different from what other people are doing? Does it really make sense? It kind of doesn't. You could add this, you could not. And I've been taking all this feedback, and after a bit of a discussion with a few parties involved, I've decided to scrap the current video idea. I know, crazy, right? Again, but I scrapped the idea, and now I'm deciding to make admittedly a much longer video that I think is actually going to be beneficial in the long run. Just to put it in perspective, the original idea was like a 15 to 20 minute long video, and now it's looking upwards about maybe an hour 15, but it would be a video, yeah, you could watch, or you could just have it up in the background, and that would also suffice as well. So new ideas, they're fun. I'm actually really excited to make it, and I'm glad that I got the feedback that the people involved would want to watch or at least listen to something like that. The downside is I'm starting from square one again, and I've been promising a video for 2 years. So I apologize about that. It is still being worked on. I'm rewriting a script for the 6th time now, if you could believe it, as well as some other scripts I've been working on for other games. So please be patient with me as I'm trying to get this all out. But I do have a question. I feel like this update video is a lot of questions that I'm hoping the community can provide answers to. I would ask on the Discord, but I'm noticing, there's not too many people who are active on the Discord, and a lot more people have been active on the YouTube channel rather than anywhere else. But if you want to join the Discord, links in the description. Feel free. I do try to talk into it at least once a day, and try to strike up conversation, but usually a lot of people are busy. But besides the point, the question I want to ask is, looking at making the videos and getting them uploaded, YouTube's general system seems to favor channels that are doing one type of content. If you are somebody who streams a few times a week, not every single day, but like 3 to 4 times a day, you can get a video out at least once a week and everything's going smoothly. Some people have channels that are purely dedicated to shorts, and that's okay, but now that they're listed elsewhere and they're not really completely clogging up the feed, shorts are, could be on the main channel. Problem is that I multi-stream every single day, or about to be every single day minus one, but still multiple games and multiple streams per day. So I passed around and haven't really been given a clear answer, so I figured I would ask my community for the videos moving forward. Because right now I can pretty much stream on this channel as well as stream on Twitch. Do you all prefer having the videos also being on this main channel and maybe potentially clogging up your sub feed with streams and videos? Or would it be better if I just make a separate channel that would still be in the Katathi name, of course? I already have a few channel names in mind, just in the case that this happened, where that's where all the videos would be moving forward, and that this channel would be specifically for streams, and that channel would be shorts and videos. My take on it, I know that the general idea is do whatever you want, we don't care, and that's fine, but I'm kind of like a lost duckling, if you can believe it, where I'm not too sure about anything. I'm trying to build that confidence of I know what I want to do, but when it comes to logistics, I think it's better to ask my community before suddenly just being like, hey, I'm making a new channel. Hey, this is where all the videos are going to be. First video up today. Enjoy. I just want to ask y'all beforehand as a courtesy, and if y'all are fine with it all being on this channel, that's perfectly fine. But I wanted to ask beforehand, of course. And speaking of that confidence, I am trying to get better with my confidence when it comes to streams and content creation. Like I said, I've been scrapping and rewriting scripts for the previous idea, and now this current idea, I've scrapped and rewritten the script again. But luckily, those Mondays are going to help, and I'll explain why here momentarily. I also really briefly want to talk about the VOD channel. Good news, the VOD channel for all the Twitch-only VODs. The VODs are actually all up. They're all uploaded. They're not made public yet because I need to get the descriptions and titles all fixed and put them in their proper playlists. But I am happy to say that all the VODs are finally uploaded, so I don't have to worry about converting anything anymore and fixing all that stuff. So hopefully soon you'll see all of the updated playlists, everything from the VOD channel. If you know about that channel, it's Katathi Stream VOD Videos, I think, or VOD Channel Videos. I can't remember. I made a ridiculously long name for that channel, but yeah, it's almost done. I just gotta figure out if I want to do thumbnails and stuff, which that's another thing, but that's not on you all. It's on me. So just want to let you know about that. And to wrap things all up, just talk about just moving forward in general. Why are we now having Mondays off? Why all these questions, everything. So happy to say, starting on Monday, even though I'm stressed out of my mind because it's of course something brand new that I'm going to be doing for the first time, I do have a new job after not working for the past month. It's been stressful, not working, money, all that jazz, but luckily I found a really really cool job, but it's of course something brand new and something completely outside my wheelhouse of experience because I have experience with previous things they're willing to hire me on. So Monday is the start of that, and based on the schedule, which is all over the place, I'm going to be honest with you, but based on the schedule, good news is that you actually should be getting 2 streams per day as long as it's not Monday or Wednesday. Monday, the way the schedule works out is I wouldn't be able to stream at all even if I wanted to. So because of that, I was like, oh, okay, well, because of that, I can spend Monday as my video day. So that's why we have Mondays off now, is I'm going to spend that all making videos, so that way I don't have to only do like a 1 to 2 hour stream and then have to can it and work on something else. Wednesday is the same schedule sort of issue, but luckily I start later the next day on Thursday, so I can actually do a stream on that day. And then every other day can have 2 streams on it, which works. It's way better than the previous schedule where it was just 1 stream and I tried to do 2 and then I'd fall asleep the next day. So I'm excited for it, but yeah, it changes some of the schedule stuff. But moving forward, I do plan to try to do at least 2 streams every single day, except for Wednesdays and Mondays. Mondays, no stream whatsoever. I'm going to work purely on video stuff, whether it's scripts, editing, so on and so forth. And then Wednesdays just going to be 1 stream because of how late my work goes. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. I know this is definitely a hodgepodge sort of update video. Obviously, you're getting some essentially B-roll footage from some previous streams in the background. And that's just because, like I said, there's the time I'm recording this, I definitely do not feel nor look well. I don't know. I sound very hoarse right now, so I don't know how well that's being portrayed into the mic for all of you to hear. But I wanted to at least get this out. It should be going out on Sunday, if not Monday morning, just to let y'all know what's going on. Yeah, once again, I appreciate any answers or any takes on any of the questions. I'll probably as well post additionally in the Discord these questions, maybe as the video goes live. I'm sorry if like the questions are annoying or like lacking confidence or like, you should know this, you've been streaming and making content for ages now, Kit. And I know, but I've also been doing this pretty much alone this entire time with no like direction, no idea if what I'm doing is correct or enjoyable. And a lot of people really have those biases and that idea that, you know, it's fine, you can do whatever. And while I like the idea of, hey, I'll do whatever, I also want to make sure that it's not overwhelming to my community, especially now that I'm really wanting to try to build this community and make a lot more content. I'm still just one person. I still, yes, make probably very terrible thumbnails. I might be my own worst critic there, but I know my thumbnails are awful for YouTube, which is why I'm getting help in that respect. My edits, luckily, they're feeling pretty good. So hopefully the video stuff actually, when I have to redo this video, not this one specific, but the actual gameplay video that I'm doing, the edit should be fine. But keep in mind, I've been a one-man team this entire time, while I'm getting help in some aspects when it comes to assets and like commissioning for some help. At the end of the day, it is really just me trying to get everything taken care of. Before I forget, also, if there is a week coming up where there are no streams, please do not be alarmed. I will be posting a community post when it happens. I do want to maybe take a week off of streaming, not for my own mental or anything, oh no. When have I done that? But I need to, one, get everything back in order when it comes to VODs, to videos. There's a lot of videos that aren't even in playlists right now just due to a whole bunch of random confusion. Some descriptions are not updated. Once again, as a one-man show, I've been putting it off because of streaming, but I really need to like take the time to just sit down, get it all done, and go on from there. So just want to let you all know, apparently at the end of the video, this has been everywhere, but I hope it's at least understandable. With all that being said, I thank you all so much for listening to this update video. Of course, have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon, and or evening. Of course, my name is Gitafi, and I'll see you all next time for whatever's next to come. See you later. Peace. Bye, everyone.